Good morning, student. Today we are going to continue chapter 3rd Plant Kingdom. Student, in my previous video we have discussed about the first division of plant kingdom and it is algae. We read all the characteristic of algae and then we read classification of algae. Student, algae is classified into three classes: Rhodophyceae, Phaeophyceae and Chlorophyceae. Chlorophyceae, the common name is green algae, Phaeophyceae, brown algae, and Rhodophyceae, red algae. Today we are going to continue with the second division of plant kingdom and it is bryophytes. We read all the characteristics of bryophyte. That bryophyte are considered to be simplest multicellular land plant. Okay, bryophyte are the simplest multicellular land plant. And in this division we read that they are called amphibians of plant kingdom, and it is very important, student, that bryophyte is also called amphibians of plant kingdom. So first of all we read the general characteristic of bryophytes. Student, bryophytes are land plants. That means most of the bryophytes are terrestrial, but a few genera are aquatic and a few is epiphytic also. And they are simple, primitive and non-vascular plant. Please mark it that bryophytes are non-vascular plant. They are terrestrial as well as aquatic, and they are simple, primitive and non-vascular plant. Vascular plant, they have xylem and phloem. Non-vascular plant, they didn't have xylem and phloem. That means they didn't have conductive tissue. Okay. So if the question is in plant kingdoms, bryophyte is vascular plant or non-vascular plant, then you say it is non-vascular plant. And they generally grow in a moist, sandy places. The aquatic species are generally found in floating or submerged in a pond, pool, lake and still water. And student, terrestrial species is found on soil, bank of rivers, lake and on wet walls, and in crevices attached to the wet rocks. And also some species are epiphytic also. Epiphytic, which grow on a branches and a trunk of a tree. Okay, epiphytic species grow on branches and trunk of a tree. For example, Funaria. Funaria is an example of bryophytes. So Funaria is an epiphytic species because it grow on branch and trunk of a tree. Student, they can live in a soil but are depend on a water for sexual reproduction. So it's called amphibians of plant kingdom. Student, it is very important question also that why bryophytes are called amphibians of plant kingdom. Then the answer is bryophytes are called amphibians of plant kingdom because these plants can live in a soil but are depend on a water for sexual reproduction. We read that bryophytes are terrestrial plant, but for sexual reproduction they depend on water. Okay, fertilization of gametes required water. I hope you understand. Now we read reproduction in bryophytes. Student, in bryophyte they show alternation of generation also, and reproduction is present vegetative reproduction and sexual reproduction. And student, you also remember one thing, that the main plant body of bryophytes produce gamete, hence it is called gametophyte. Okay, the main plant body of bryophytes is gametophyte. Why gametophyte? Because it produces gametes. Okay, you know what is gametophyte? Gametophyte, that means it produces gamete. So student, firstly we read the vegetative reproduction. Vegetative reproduction occur by fragmentation adventitious branches, and gamete. And it is very important, the third one, gamete actually is produced inside the gamma cup. In this picture you see the gamma cup. These are the vegetative part of bryophytes. These gamma bud, these gamma bud produce on the surface of a bryophytes plant. These cup are produced on the dorsal surface of thallus. Okay, you know why we call it thallus? हम thallus क्यों बोल रहे हैं इस plant body को? Because the plant body could be prostrate or erect and attached to the substratum. Okay, but they are very small plant and do not have true root, stem or leaf. Student, bryophytes are more differentiated than the algae. It is thallus-like but slightly advanced than algae. Okay, because the plant body of bryophyte is more differentiated than algae, but they didn't have true root, stem and leaf, so they are thallus-like structure. So gamma, the cup are produced on a dorsal surface of thallus. Here you see on the dorsal surface gamma cup is produced, and when the gamma cup is detached from the main plant body, it produces the new plant body. Now sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction occur by oogamous. All the species are dioecious and the male sex organ are Entheridia, market, and the female sex organ are Archegonia. Here in bryophyte we read the male sex organ are Entheridia and the female sex organ are Archegonia. So student, remember that in bryophyte reproduction is occur by vegetative reproduction, vegetative mode of reproduction and sexual mode of reproduction. Vegetative reproduction occur by fragmentation. You know what is fragmentation? Adventitious branches and gamete. Okay, fragmentation when the body part is divided into two pieces and more than two pieces, then every piece form a new plant body. Okay, and gamete is very important because they are produced in a gamma cup, and these cup are produced on a dorsal surface of thallus. And sexual reproduction by oogamous type, and male sex organ are Entheridia and the female sex organ is Archegonia. Actually student, the main plant body is gametophyte. So the gametophyte bear Entheridia, which is male sex organ, and Archegonia, which is female sex organ. And Archegonia are flask shaped structure. Entheridia produce biflagellated anthrazoid which are released in a water where they come in a contact with Archegonia containing a egg and fusion is occur. Okay, anthrazoid which release from Entheridia. Anthrazoid fused with egg and produce zygote. Okay, now we read sexual reproduction in detail, that in male and a female sex organ are produced either on the same or a different thalli. Okay, in this picture you see the male thallus in Markensia. Markensia is the bryophyte. Okay, male thallus Markensia and female thallus Markensia. Here you see the male thallus Anthridiophore. Okay, and in female thallus Archegoniophore. Here male and a female sex organ are produced either on a same or different thalli. The male gametes are called anthrazoids. Anthridiophore produce anthrazoids, male gamete, and the female gametes are called Archegoniophore. Anthrazoids reach to the archegonia tip with the help of water. We read that bryophyte is called amphibians of plant because they need water for sexual reproduction. They are terrestrial plant, but they need water for sexual reproductions and get fused with the egg and form zygote, and it is sexual reproduction. Student, you learn archegonia and antheridia. Archegonia is a female sex organ and antheridia is a male. Okay, now this one is the life cycle of a bryophytes. Student, the main plant of bryophyte is gametophyte. Gametophyte, that means haploid. They produce a male and a female gametes. Archegonia and antheridia. Okay, antheridia produce anthrazoids and archegonia produce egg cell. They fuse and form zygote, and zygote is diploid. Zygote is diploid. So diploid phase is called sporophyte. I hope you understand what is gametophyte and what is sporophyte. Gametophyte, that means haploid stage. Okay, single set of chromosomes. Here, male and the female produce the gametes and gametes are haploid. So, gametophyte phase. When the gamete is fused after fertilization, they form zygote and then sporophytic. This is called the capsule of bryophytes, and then they produce the spores. Okay, and after meiosis process, they again form the gametophyte, young gametophyte. Okay, so diploid stage is sporophyte and haploid is gametophyte. Very important question, that the main plant body of bryophyte is gametophyte. Always remember that the main plant body of bryophyte is haploid, so gametophyte, and amphibians of the plant is bryophytes. This is all for today. Thank you.